Hello, friends. Welcome back. Coming off an 8-4 college day, ATS and over under, as well as unfortunately UFC didn't go good. Actually, you went 0-4 in the UFC, but still way up in the UFC. So no complaints here. Crazy games yesterday, lots of awesome upsets, and we'll be breaking that down on the next podcast with our misleading final scores and betting spots and all that fun stuff. But we are here on Sunday morning to go over our Circa Sports contest plays like as usual. It's a pretty tough week to pick these because I have actually better line value on these ones that I bet than Circa's given me, but still not a lot out there that I love. I'll go over, starting probably from the top, I have to take the Giants. Plus 3.5 points here. The Niners are just that injured, and you're getting over the 3 for the Giants at home. The Giants are a desperate team, very desperate for a win. And I think they have enough to at least cover this. You have a low total, so you always kind of shade towards the dog on this one. Mullins is a good quarterback for the Niners. He just doesn't have a lot of people to throw to. Kittle's out. There's probably going to be a lot of Reed. Their tight end Reed had a good game. So for all you fantasy guys, DFS, Reed could be a great play for you this week. But either way, the Giants should be able to cover this, in my opinion. That's probably my strongest play. We also gave that away free on our last show. We have the Bills, minus 2.5. And I mean, I played this at minus 1.5 or 2. But the Bills had a little bit on their injury report, which knocked this down. But they're still at home, and it's still kind of the same situation for the Rams, going back to the East Coast. And instead of being able to stay there, having to play another game. And, you know, they use deception. McVay's just a great coach. And I think Sean McDermott should be able to sniff that out after 2 weeks of prep, right? So the Bills are going to be a statement game at home here. I think that they have enough to cover this 2-point spread here. I actually think the Bills aren't much worse than the Rams. Plus, the Rams lost Cam Akers and their right guard. So I think that's going to be tough on Goff. If Goff gets pressure, he doesn't become as good as a quarterback. Number 3, the Texans plus 4. And this was tough. The Texans are desperate. You know, a lot of people are way down on them, but look who they played. I mean, look who they played. Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, the 2 best football teams in the business. So can't downgrade them that much for that. They're still kind of a middle-of-the-road yards per play type team. 4 points is a lot. And even with a bad coach like Bill O'Brien, I think Deshaun Watson himself should be able to find a way to cover this spread. Number 4, the Cowboys plus 4.5. I know they're decimated. They're going to Seattle. They had that crazy win last week. But I think they're going to learn from that win more than anything. They didn't deserve that win against Atlanta. And it was more of Atlanta's just blowing the hell up, allowing that onside kick to go 10 yards. I mean, head should have rolled in Atlanta, but the Cowboys also turned over the ball a ton. Zeke fumbled, Dak fumbled, and they did come back. I think that you're going to see a big shootout here, more or less, and it's going to be a little windy in Seattle, and that favors the run game, and Dallas has a better running game than Seattle. All right, so I'm picking Dallas plus 4.5 here, and for my final play, the ugly Broncos at home at 0-2 needed to find a W, plus 6 against Tampa Bay. Mile High Stadium, thin air. Tampa's got to travel there. Denver should have some sort of an advantage there. Fans or no fans. Tom Brady's great and everything, but still kind of getting used to the new Bruce Arians offense and some of the new players right there. Godwin's been banged up and everything. Even with Jeff Driscoll at backup, I think he's not much of a downgrade from Drew Lock personally. And this was a tough one to swallow because of Denver's injuries, but the second string has had to kind of get their feet wet by now, and they should be able to cover the spread at home. The other ones I was thinking about is the Cardinals minus 5.5, but they're facing a desperate Lions team, and the Lions had them last year and gave the game away, if you remember. So I can see some motivation for the Lions here to cover this. And so I had to stay away from that one. And to be honest with you, I was looking at the Bears for some reason that spread hasn't moved. Everybody and their mom is in Atlanta saying how they're going to destroy the Bears this week. Well, then why isn't the spread moved? I almost played the Bears again. Last week was misleading. Jackson had that interception called back on a terrible call, and they missed a field goal. The Bears should have covered last week. Well, anyways, those are our 5 circuit contest plays. Everyone have a great NFL Sunday,